go over, we're cutting you off. Now, I'm starting to feel stressed because I want to make a difference. What the hell am I going to do in 18 minutes? I can inspire people, but I don't want to inspire them. I want to give them tools. And then he says, I've heard about the jumping up and down shit you do. No jumping up and down here. I try to explain to him, this is based on physiology. I can change your biochemistry by getting you to move differently. He didn't want to hear it. Then I watched the speaker right before me, and she's a brilliant professor, and she's teaching string theory, which is one of the most complex things you could probably try to teach. People in the crowd are shaking their head back and going, oh, this is bullshit. I'm thinking, oh my God. So I get up and I say, good afternoon. No one says a word back. I said, I know you're out there, I can hear you breathing. So I thought, how am I going to get them? So the first time I asked this question, I said, how many of this room have ever failed to achieve something that really matters to you? And not one person raised their hand. I said, come on, I pushed them, I finally got 80% of the room raised their hand. And so then I asked them, why did you fail? These are the answers they gave me. Some of them the same ones you gave me. They said, I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough energy. I didn't have enough capital or money. I didn't have the right technology. I didn't have the education. We didn't have enough research. We had terrible management. We had terrible people. And then I heard this voice in the darkness right in front of me in the front row. I could barely see it. It was a dark room, auditorium. And the voice said, I didn't have enough Supreme Court justices. And I looked down, it's Vice President Al Gore. And if you don't know American politics, George W. Bush and Al Gore went at it. They had a debate. Al Gore didn't go poorly. The vote was so close it went to the Supreme Court, and Al Gore lost. That's the storyline. So when he said this, the whole room, this is Northern California, which is a very liberal community, and the whole room starts clapping, cheering, standing ovation for Al Gore. And then when I stopped cheering, I just stood there and I said, Mr. Vice President, that's one way to explain why you failed, but I would submit to you it is false. I said, of course, I never ran for president, easy for me to say. But if you're willing to listen, let me explain. All of you in this room, all of you in that room, all of you in this room, you gave me reasons why you didn't succeed. And the reasons you gave me were a lack of resources. I didn't have enough determination, that's an emotion, it's a resource. I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough time. It was politics, it was something outside myself. But the reality of the focus is, all the most successful people in the world didn't have the resources, but they were resourceful. Raise your hand if you follow. Resourcefulness is the ultimate resource. And what makes you resourceful is human emotion. That's something every one of you in this room has. If you're a business owner, and 80% of you are, the biggest mistake I hear business owners, they go, I don't have the right people, I don't have the money, they tell me everything you don't have. You have the most important thing when you stop talking about what you don't have, resourcefulness. See, what is a resource? It's human emotion. Human emotion starts wars and human emotions end them. Wars is how we, I should say, emotions is how we get children. Emotions, gentlemen, is how we get laid, just in case you didn't notice. I got the men's attention now, right? Emotion is what everything comes from. We try to pretend that we're so intellectual. How many have found that you can rationalize, if you want something bad enough, how many find you can rationalize a reason to have it in your mind if you want something emotionally bad enough? Say, ah. So I said,